All about Porsha, and every single damn episode Phaedra has been mentioned. Nini, worry about yourself, please. You don't need to be fighting Candy's battles. It is what it is.
Discipline for what you did to Candy.
Okay, all right. So now you fighting Candy's battle.
Absolutely.
You. Yeah, you.
Bitch, I started this. I started this. If it weren't for me, you couldn't even sit in this chair.
Hey guys, it's Rhoa. Hope you guys are all doing well today. So we have another episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and really and truly this season has really been about Porsha, and it has been about Phaedra's name being mentioned every single damn second. And I'm quite confused and perplexed to know why Nini is always in the front row seat to address Porsha about the situation. If anything, it should be Candy, number one. Number two, this isn't your situation to be involved in, so there's really no reason for why you're taking a front row seat, not a back row seat. People always talk about it behind the scenes, but a front row seat when they're confronting Porsha that you were involved. You are not involved. If anyone should be confronting Porsha, it should be Candy, and if she chooses to do so, then she will, and if she doesn't, then she doesn't. It just doesn't make any sense. And really and truly, even last season, whatever happened, and Porsha should have taken accountability, and I'm glad that she has, because she's not a young child. She's in the mid-30s. She knew what she was doing. She's just as guilty, if not just a bit less than Phaedra. But at the end of the day, Candy knows that Candy kind of knew what she was getting into, that there's going to be drama left, right and centre with this particular show. She's been on it for so long, and why did she come back? Why did she come back knowing that she'll be confined into small places with Porsha where conversations will occur? It will be nervous, it will be awkward for you, it will be nerve-wracking, but at the end of the day, that's what you have signed up for, Candy. And if you didn't want to be in a room with her, you could have just left the show. It's simple as that. So for you to be complaining every single episode about, oh my god, I don't want to talk to her, awkward, I don't want to film with her, you signed up for the show. It is what it is. You signed up for a show that was going to be plenty of drama. Now this type of drama with Porsha, Phaedra and News, obviously way up high. Nobody expected it, but at the end of the day, it is on the scale of drama that one could have signed up for. It is what it is. So I just feel like you should just put your boots on or socks on or whatever that phrase is, and just keep it moving, keep it cordial with her, speak with her, and simple as that. Don't become best friends with her, which I know you won't, but just keep it cordial, and it seems that you are now finally. But I'm just tired of the complaining from Candy's side. Like, I know that she's justified and everything that happened to her was wrong, but you knew it was signing up to it. You're coming back to the new season with Porsha there as well. Like, there's conversations, all of that will occur. So it's like you could have just left the damn show. I don't know, it is what it is. And this whole Kenya and Marlo situation, I like Marlo. I think everybody likes Marlo. We're very accustomed to her as a character, because she's been a side character for God knows how long. And she's throwing shade, and it seems like Kenya and her having this rift, and Nini and Marlo are getting back together again. It's like the opposites are just happening again, which is I find very interesting. And I'm kind of glad to see Cynthia sticking up for Kenya in the sense that, you don't talk about it, my friend.
Where you running off to?
I'm not running off to anywhere. I'm walking out of the room because I don't want to hear any about Kenya right now.
Girl, now you that damn simple.
I want to leave, but at the same time, Cynthia, you got fucked up, because really and truly, you should have been at the wedding. You should have met the husband. You haven't. You've been taken for a ride. Don't have it. And I know certain seeds have been planted into her head now, and she knows that the seeds are meant to be there, and they will definitely spout, and she will talk to Kenya about it because it has irritated her. But really and truly, I feel sorry for Porsha crying at the end. Yes, my girl has 9 lives. She's done plenty of stuff, and she's still on the show. But at the same time, like, I don't know why Nini's taking front row seat. And Nini did say that if she were to have a couple wives taken off the show, she did say Porsha, which was in reference to having fired. So I feel like Nini is really overhyping everything, which is definitely not needed. I feel like she's just very confused, very angry herself. She can't say she's not angry when she's on literally the table shouting about to, get into a physical altercation. So, and you have Kenya adding her 2 cents to the conversation, which she really does not need to do, and I find that very interesting and annoying as well. But this episode was overall okay. I feel like, it started with the confrontation, and the whole Kenya and Marlo stuff is a bit irritating as well. Then you've got Sheree's storyline, which is finally now kicking in after 5 years. But let me know what you guys think of this review, and let me know who you are tuned to, what team are you on? Are you on Porsha's side? Do you feel guilty for her now she was crying? Or, is it justified? Is the hate that she's getting completely justified from every single person on the cast? Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up on my website and my Instagram, and I'll most definitely catch you guys soon. Life is so hard.